Hello, LIBA301 students. I wanted to spend a little bit of time here going over a promised video that I had told several of you that I would post here in this week, and so here it is. This video is going to be going over some ideas for service projects during COVID-19 and this recent uptick in cases in Pennsylvania, and not knowing what the next several weeks to months are going to have in store for us. So what I did is I came up with a list, and if you look here, I'm on the main page. If you look at the top of week 3, which we're ending up week 2 right now, if you look at the top of week 3, there is a link here for service project ideas. This is a page that I put some links to some sites that exist nationally, which will kind of drill you down to more local opportunities for volunteering and things like that. I'm going to go into those just a few minutes, just give you a brief overview of them. Of course, there are many more out there that I'm not aware of. If you do know of some really cool sites or apps or something like that that can provide some opportunities for volunteering or service work, please email me and let me know that. So here it is, the service project ideas page. The top here I have 4 links in here to, again, some different there's one of them's an app, the other ones are websites where you can kind of, as I said, drill down locally to find opportunities. I'm going to go into those in a minute. Then below that, I listed some ideas that I just jotted down here a few minutes ago. And basically, this is just a list off the top of my head, examples from things students did in the spring semester. There are many more, and I'm open to many other opportunities as well. So please don't think that you have to limit this to specifically this list. I mean, if you have something, I look for creativity. I always learn from students. Students tend to always be more creative with this service project work than I am. So please, I look for you for your guidance and expertise as well. But I'm here to provide you with some kind of getting started ideas, so maybe you can take these and spin off from them or whatever. That's my dog there, my little Yorkie. Sounds like a grizzly bear. But anyways, here are some of the links. So I'm just going to take you out here and we'll take a look at them. Here are the service project ideas. This is a crisis text line, and with this one here, you can essentially volunteer for this. And if any of you are familiar with the mental health field, you'll know that every county has a crisis line. Well, this is more of a national crisis text line, and so if you want to volunteer on here, you would come in here and you'd click through the link to volunteer and follow the process of getting started with volunteering, etc. So there's that opportunity where somebody was having a mental health crisis, you would be a certified volunteer, and you would get connected to people to text them if they're having any kind of issues. Okay, so that's one idea, one opportunity. Another one is a volunteer match. This volunteer match, I have it drilled down already to Crescent, Pennsylvania. This is a site that helps you connect to volunteer opportunities in your community or nationally, where you can do something online. So here you'll see over here virtual opportunities to the left. You can teach an online STEM class. There's homelessness prevention simulation, volunteer from home opportunities. So you can look at these, and then over here there are some more local opportunities. Here's a COVID-19 disaster shelter supervisor opportunity. These are some of them are job opportunities, some of them are volunteer opportunities. Some of them are short-term volunteer, some of them are long-term volunteer. But nonetheless, you may be able to get something out of this where you can at least give these organizations a call, or maybe give yourself some ideas on things that you can do in your local communities. So that, again, is the volunteermatch.org. I'm going to skip over the Be My Eyes. I'm going to go to funds.orgs.com. This is one that Mount Aloysius actually uses, and you can help raise funds for your cause by virtually or in person by collecting shoes, either new or gently worn shoes. And this is the fundraising drive for that, and the proceeds go to nonprofit organizations. So there's this one. There's information about this on the Mount's website as well, so you can take a look at that. And then this Be My Eyes is an actual app, and it works. It's an iOS or Android app, so you can get it in the Play Store or you can get it in the Apple Store, either one. This one is really cool, and I had some students do this in the past, where you become a volunteer and you're connected to people who are either blind or who have other like low vision disabilities. So it's really cool. And then if somebody needs help with something, you get a notification on the app, and you either can take it or not take it. If you take it, you're going to be connected to that person. You'll be given a little overview of what the issue is with that person, and then you will be connected and be able to help that person. Or you can skip it and say you're not available, in which case it would just go to somebody else. I think it's a really cool app. I've heard really good things about it. I've read a lot of reviews about it, so it seems like a really good opportunity. Again, those are just some opportunities. I want to make this a running list as I put up here. So this one is, if you know of any opportunities or you know any other websites or apps that are out there, please let me know. I'll add to this and we can make it a running list as we go. Locally, some ideas that you can do here. I'm just going to read down through this list. You can create a how-to video, really cool thing to do. So if you have a skill, something like playing a guitar or yoga, or maybe you can do really cool hair braiding, maybe you can create a video for that. It's specific for maybe like a long-term care facility or something like that, or a neighborhood or a church or something like that. You can teach somebody how to use social media for like marketing a nonprofit or to promote events in a nonprofit, how to create an ad on Facebook, or how to use Twitter and maybe Instagram for marketing and things like that. You can also do things like help stock a food pantry. You can help sort clothes at a thrift store. Make face masks and distribute to nonprofit organizations. A lot of them have clientele that they work with that don't have access to face masks, maybe don't have the money to keep buying face masks, so maybe making face masks for a small local nonprofit organization or church or something like that. Another cool idea is you could create handwritten inspirational cards to post in your local communities. This would be something if maybe you post them in a park. Families walking through a park, they have these inspirational quotes that are posted maybe on a slide or in a picnic area that they see, and they can just kind of get uplifted for a short period of time. Something kind of cool. There's also some opportunities for doing like community cleanup, either like roads or parks or bike trails or walking trails, cemeteries, churches, maybe an older neighbor's garage or basement, church basement, something like that. You can also make and send cards to long-term care facilities, or the next one below that is create a pen pal network for residents at long-term care facilities. Just again, some ideas. You can advocate for an issue that you have strong convictions about. You can send letters to like legislators and make phone calls and be connected to a nonprofit organization that you have a really strong interest in and want to advocate for people within that organization. Or that your organization serves, I should say. You could teach somebody or some person or a group how to use technology to enhance communication in case we go through a really strict isolation time again. You can create and update a Facebook page for a nonprofit, maybe something like a humane society, maybe doing something like putting some pictures of some of the dogs or cats or other animals that they have up on a Facebook page, making a little profile highlight a dog a week or something like that, but helping them, because a lot of times these organizations they have volunteers that are really, really good at doing the work, but maybe don't know so much about, doing things like Facebook and Twitter and things like that. You could do something if you're like an IT person. You could create like a technology tool, like a database or a spreadsheet for a local nonprofit, a school or something like that, or a Boy Scout club or something like that. Okay, again, these are just some ideas. I hope you found it helpful, and if you have any questions at all, please get back to me, email me. If you have something that would be really good to add to this list, please email it to me and I'll post it up here right away. That's all I have. Have a good evening.